Hey, Abundant Joy Tarot community. This is Ade and welcome back. This is going to be your daily reading for Thursday, October 10th. So glad to have you back on the channel and I'm excited to get into it. Those of you who have been following along, you know we've got our 3 piles that we're following through this week. This is the energy that I pulled in the Sunday reading, which if you did not get that collective reading, you'll find that in the description box, which you can go and check it out. But for today, we're just going to do your quick reading so you can jump in. The timestamps are in the description. But for those who are new to the channel, the piles for this week are pile 1, the focus stone here. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah, focus stone, and the tuberose. And then pile 2 is going to be the clarity stone and the chrysanthemums here. And then pile 3 will be the happiness stone and the lavender. So those are your piles. If you're new to the channel, I invite you to just take in a deep breath and tap into what your intuition, your spirit guides are guiding you to, and that one will most likely have the message for you. I do say that if you find that you're drawn to more than one pile, there may be a message in there for you as well. I do pray over the readings and just sort of ask, like, I ask that the right people get drawn to the right message, right? For the right pile. So it's very possible that you might have a message in another pile as well. So if you feel that strongly, jump in. If there's only one that's calling to you, go to that timestamp, check it out, and I'll see you in there. All right, y'all. Hey, pile 1, and welcome to your Thursday, October 10th daily read. Let's get right into it, okay? This is Ade. This is the Abundant Joy Tarot, and let's see what we've got in store for you today. So you've got Make a Wish with a Dandelion in the Wind. I don't know if you were able to do that as a child. I used to do that, grew up in the South, and there would be fields with lots and lots of dandelions, and I loved to blow and make a wish. Not all of them, of course, because they've got to be able to come to fruition. But this is a day for you to be able to make a wish about something. And I'm also getting from this card that this is about being connected to self and your own heart's desire, that which you want for yourself. Okay, there's almost a bit of when you're making that wish, it's all about, like, what is it that you want? When we were children and we would play, like, what is it that you want? Whether it was a gift that you wanted or, now some of us did make wishes like, peace for the world, or that everybody would feel love, or that nobody would feel angry. But there was still within that a desire that you had for yourself. So that's the thing that I'm getting here, is that there's a need for you to kind of maybe put yourself first a little bit today on this Thursday. But let's see what we've got here from the tarot. So what's on the surface? Wow. Okay. On the surface, you've got the 10 of Voices, which is going to be the 10 of Swords. This can talk about an ending of some kind, and oftentimes it can be a painful ending. So there's something that is going to be coming to a close for you in this day. Now, this could have to do with the mindset as well, because the swords represent an intellect, your intellect, your thinking, your thoughts, right? But I'm also kind of getting for you all that there is something that is going to be coming to a close. Let's see what's going on underneath the surface for you. Yeah, so you've got the 8 of Emotions here, which talks about moving away from something so that you can move to something better. In the case of like a daily read like this, there may be a situation in which you're leaving a certain project behind at your work or something, that you're working on, so that you can actually have greater capacity to do something else, something that you would much prefer. Okay. So just be mindful of that and keep your mind focused on what is actually your wish. What is your heart's desire? And allow that to be your guide when it comes to having to walk away from something in this given Thursday. Okay. Now, oh, interesting. Okay. So in terms of actions or next steps, you've got the 2 of Cups. And this talks about a heart-centered connection, right? two people coming together and connecting with the heart. So this is also letting me know that for you, in terms of like taking action and what may be coming forward, is that it may be a good day to reach out to partners to kind of get clear about what it is that you actually desire and what you all desire as a collective, and allow that connection, that coming together with others to help guide you and support you as you are making a decision about something that you're going to need to leave behind. Okay, because that's what I'm getting here, is that something's coming to a close. Therefore, you're going to be walking towards something new. But I think if you lean into trusted partners, people that you have a heart connection with, they're going to be able to help guide you on what would be the best next step for you, as long as you are keeping your wish top of mind. All right. And the guidance from the divine, now that is interesting, because so you got self-interest, and this is depicting like these crows. Like there's one particular crow who's being a bit more selfish than the others. But when this card speaks, it really talks about that sometimes we have to be a little selfish if we're looking at a longer vision, if we're moving towards something that is going to be for the greater good in the long run. But in the short term, others around you might feel as though you're making decisions that's a bit more selfish. That's what this card is really speaking to. And because I've asked for it as a message from the divine, it's kind of leading me to say that for you all today, because you've got this wish card, you've got something coming to a close, it's important for you to put your own self-interest top of mind. Okay? That's what I'm getting for you all on this Thursday. I hope you have a beautifully, joyfully abundant day, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. All right? Have a good one. Bye. Hey, Pile 2. Welcome to your Thursday, October 10th daily read. This is Ade, and this is the Abundant Joy Tarot, and let's get into it. So you have, first, because I keep getting drawn to it, I just want to remind you, I know you know this, but that your stone is clarity. And it was just really, my attention just keeps being drawn to it. And so I think in particular on this Thursday, that there's something in the message here around you, what am I want to say? Making decisions from a point of clarity. Okay. In other words, don't make decisions if you feel confused on this Thursday. Okay. If you feel like you don't have all the information or all the facts are not there or something like that, just wait. Just breathe through it and just wait, because it's important for you to have clarity. All right. So if you feel 100% clear, like this is the direction I need to move, then go ahead and do that on this Thursday. But if there is any confusion or any doubt, give it breathing space. Now, what you've got here is renew. Nature continuously renews itself year after year. The other thing that I'm getting here is that maybe part of why I'm getting this sense of like you needing to wait, because I'm also getting the sense that you need to rest, right? That there is a need for you. When nature does renew, it's like we're in the season, in where I live, we're in the season of fall. And so things, the leaves the trees are renewing themselves by the leaves beginning to fall off. And we're going through another cycle, another season that nature goes through. So sometimes, you all may be experiencing that in your day-to-day on this Thursday. There may be this sense of like, it feels almost like you all might be a bit moody, right? Like you might not be like 100% in your normal energy level today. There may be some things going on. There may be some things that you're struggling with. But what I'm hearing is trust and know that this too will pass, and that this is just a season. Like this is just a season. This is just a day, actually, for this reading. This is just a day is what they're saying. So allow yourself to just kind of move through the day and seek your joy. But don't get too caught up in your emotional whirlwind, because I feel like this pile on this Thursday, you may be working through some things emotionally. All right. Now, what's on the top of the surface? You've got, Oh, so this is the Muse deck. So you've got the Muse of Materials, which is lovely. It's like the king of materials, right? So that's a very stable energy. And I guess what I'm getting here is that it feels like on the surface, you may be kind of going through your regular day-to-day. You may even feel somewhat abundant, or maybe not even abundant, but like stable, clear about what it is that you're doing your regular routine, following through on the things that you need to do. And that's great. It's always good to have that kind of day. Let's see what's going on underneath the surface for you. Okay, so that's what I was feeling. So you've got this Three of Voices, which is the Three of Swords. Now this talks about a heartbreak of some kind. You can see here in the distance that there's tears coming down. And then also she's kind of like behind a door. So it's like no one else is really seeing this heartbreak. And I was feeling that energy as I was kind of going through it. Like there's, on the surface, you all may be looking like you got it all together. Everything's stable. You've got your I's dotted and your T's crossed, but internally you may be going through some emotional conflict. You may be beating yourself up more than normal because of a recent heartbreak that you've had to go through. Okay, pile 2. So if that's the case, I just want you to have a sense of grace over yourself, because what I'm really getting is that this is just a season. This too will pass. I keep hearing this too will pass. So if you're in a painful place, I'm so sorry that you are there, pile 2. And I just want to say very clearly, this too will pass. And if you're, kind of, I'm also getting that it's okay to just allow yourself to be in that space. Like if you're not feeling like you want to share a lot about what's going on with you, as long as you're being gentle and compassionate with yourself, it's okay to give it 24 hours to just deal with whatever your emotions are. If you're feeling like a little murky in your heart space, right? Sometimes we just need to be still a little bit and be able to get clear about how it is that we're actually feeling, and then make sure that you reach out for the support of people that have a loving heart toward you and can really listen to what's going on with you and support you. Okay, you're not alone, because the divine and your spirit guides are with you 100% of the way. Okay, now what action do you need to take? Wow, that's interesting. So to me, this is like, there is no action that you need to take except for having self-compassion for yourself. This is the Justice card. So this is about the scales becoming balanced again. Where you have been wronged, you coming back into balance around being righted. Right? And it's also important that when we get this Justice card, not the Judgment card, but the Justice card, that we also allow ourselves to be fair-minded, not only in regards to others around us, but also to ourselves. Okay? There's a need for you to be fair-minded, kind, gentle, compassionate, even-keeled when it comes to yourself. All right? Particularly on this day, I just feel like you need to hold yourself with gentle gloves. All right? And the guidance from the divine, adventure. So for some of you all, you may want to, and this feels like, and I don't always get this with this card, but this feels like a solo adventure, because I'm really almost getting like a hermit energy for you all. And it's around holding and nurturing and healing your heart space, right? But it may be that you just need to get outside, like get out into nature, go somewhere that you don't normally go. And you may be going by yourself, but that's okay. Do that and allow yourself to experience a different environment, right? Do something a little bit different today, y'all, so that you can allow yourself to really just really love on yourself and nurture your heart space. Do not make yourself wrong for having whatever feelings you're having, okay? It could be any range from what I'm getting from you. Or like some of you all may be just feeling like just under the weather, or just a little bit confused, or just kind of like out of body, kind of just not right, unbalanced, all the way down to heartbreak, like literal heartbreak, wanting to cry, not feeling, just not feeling in your power, hurt, angry, frustrated, whatever you're feeling is fine. All right. I mean, it may not feel fine, but it is fine because this too will pass. You are in a season. And in this case, you're in a day. So seek out adventure, seek out different experiences, and allow yourself to be still with yourself on this day. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Abundant Joy Tarot. I hope you have a joyfully abundant day. This is that day. If you're liking what you're getting, please click that thumbs up for me and subscribe to the channel, share the information, and I'll see you next time. All right. Have a good one. Take care of you. All right. Bye. Hey, Pile 3. Welcome to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is our day, and this is your daily read for Thursday, October 10th. So let's get into it. As you know, you've got the happiness stone and the lavender. I'm hoping that as you've been following this pile through the week, or even if you're just dropping in, that you get a chance to connect with that lavender flower scent. It can be very healing. So if you're able to either get the essence or get the actual flower, or incense or whatever it might be, it may be something that can bring you a little bit of joy this week. But let's look at your Thursday in particular. So you've got learn. Take a lesson from the owls. Deeply observe the night, and you'll become a little wiser in the day. Wow. And so what I'm really getting with this too is like, when it says the night, I'm getting like, deeply observe when you're in the dark, right? So when you're in shadow, or maybe you're dealing with something that's a little tough, maybe some hard emotions. Some of you may have been dealing with some grieving, and it's about being mindful of what those negative emotions are, or emotions, all emotions have a purpose and a place. And there's an opportunity for you to simply observe what you're actually feeling, even if it's a sad emotion or an angry emotion or a hard emotion. Sometimes we need to take a step back like the owl with those big, big, broad eyes, taking in how we're responding, how other people are responding, what is the energy, so that we can understand it better and be able to maneuver better throughout our life moving forward. All right. So that's what I'm getting on this first learn piece for you on this Thursday. And what's going on the surface? The moon. Now that's interesting because the moon often can talk about hidden emotions or things that are brewing underneath the surface, even though this is on the surface. So that lets me know that you may be dealing with some deeper emotions today on this Thursday. And that might be throwing you a little bit off kilter. But what the message here is for you to pay attention to whatever those emotions are. Don't judge yourself. Don't beat yourself up around whatever it is you're feeling. If you're feeling not so great, if you're feeling hurt, if you're feeling like you're grieving something, allow yourself to simply notice what is going on with you, how other people are responding around you. Take that wise observer approach to your day on this Thursday. Okay. Now what you've got going on underneath the surface. Interesting. The Six of Voices. So this represents the Six of Swords. It talks about the divine or spirit coming in to move us away from a circumstance that is no longer serving us. In this particular situation, what I'm really getting is that the divine is trying to move you away from a particular thought process that is no longer serving you and causing you to be dealing with some emotions that are really tough and triggering and hard. And they're wanting you to really look at those emotions and understand that those emotions are linked to how it is that you feel inside, what thought process you're allowing to take root in your spirit, right? And so the divine is saying, okay, it's time to let those thoughts go so that you can move forward. All right. That's what's going on underneath the surface, because what's on the surface is the emotions, the deeper emotions that you're maybe having to deal with, that you've been maybe trying to push down a little bit. So that may come up a little bit for you on this Thursday. Now, what action do you need to take, or kind of what is going to be coming next? Okay, so you've got the Three of Materials. The Three of Materials talks about working with others, working collaboratively, working within community, taking the next step of a project or an endeavor or whatever it may be to the next level by engaging collectively with others. So there's a need for you to come out of your shell, beloveds, on this Thursday, to reach out to others to support you as you begin to move away from some emotions that have not been serving you, but are now really fully coming to the surface, even though you've been trying to push them down a bit. So that's what I'm seeing here for your Thursday. Now, your guidance from the divine, release. Look at that. Look at that. Release. Yeah, this card is all about when we come to that place where we have been grieving and it is time to let the grieving go and be able to fully release. Okay, it's when you're at that time where you need to let go. Release is the only next step. Okay, when we've been suffering for too long, release is the only next step. And so you may need help moving forward or accepting an ending of some kind. All right, it's time to move on. It's time to rise up and release yourself from the past. Okay, so these emotions I'm getting for you all are like past emotions. They might not necessarily, they may be triggered by something today on this Thursday, but they're not initiated today, right? They're rooted in something that you've been dealing with in the past. Okay, release represents the transition between letting go and moving on, and that can be a real tough space, y'all. But as you think about this day, the divine is guiding you to release. Allow yourself to release and be able to walk more fully. And the way that you can do that is by working collaboratively with others. All right? That's the message that I got for you all today on this beautiful Thursday. I hope that you have a joyfully abundant day. And I will look forward to seeing you next time. Hit that thumbs up for me if you like in the readings that you're getting here. Make sure you've subscribed. And I'll see you next time. All right, y'all. Bye.